Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day. We're getting to Halloween. Thursday's our Halloween show, so it should be spooky, I hope. Some surprises will be coming. Today is a beautiful day for me because I spent the last 4 days at the NYLIFF, the New York Long Island Film Festival, with Jerry Ferretti and company in the town of Lindenhurst, which I have to say they took over the town of Lindenhurst for the last 4 days. And we were very impressed with everything. We saw movie after short, after horror. We had breaks, we had good food. What a lovely little town in Lindenhurst that we spent the last 4 days. What I have sitting over here to my right, Miss Loria Parker. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
She was in a wonderful movie. What was the name of it?
Over Tea.
Over Tea. What a dramatic role you had. I cried, actually, I can't wait to get a copy of it so we can have a girls' night and show the movie.
Yeah.
It was fabulous. You were so true to who you are. You really were.
Thank you.
Looked beautiful. What restaurant was that movie, that scene in?
It was at the Tea Room in Centerport.
I've never been there.
It's right across from the water. I mean, it's literally, there's this road, 2-lane road, and then there's the Huntington Bay or whatever that is.
We should go there one day.
It's
and have
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I
Centerport.
can't remember
I never
the name
heard
of
of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's
anyway,
it's
yeah.
a real ladies kind of tea room.
We could wear a hat when we go there.
We could wear a hat
Maybe I
and
could-
lace and, get dolled up.
And maybe I could bring my book and do a book tour there one day.
You could.
I have to talk to them. That's
Yeah,
a good
because
idea.
it's kind of artsy there.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful environment. It was like perfect. She must, Maria Philippone, the director, writer, she lives in Glen Cove.
Right.
So she knows a lot of the places. If you keep going out east,
Uh-huh.
you run it and you get past the towns.
Right.
All of a sudden, it's
All little secrets everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of little secrets and a lot of really beautiful, charming places.
Yeah,
and
right. And
that's one of 'em,
I
yeah.
noticed also we wound up at the South Street Theater in Lindenhurst.
Yeah,
And I said, that's like one of the biggest secrets. I didn't know was there.
yeah.
And we met the owner, lovely lady, and we saw a few movies there. Then we traveled over to the Moose Lodge, which is a hoot and a half.
Yep.
And we really had a great 4 days.
Yeah.
So how did you get this role? How did it happen?
Well, a couple of years ago, after my husband passed away, I went to see my improv teacher, John Dorsick, who's in the movie.
Yes,
Yeah, he
yes.
plays my son-in-law. I went to see him in a play in Centerport at the Vanderbilt Theater. There's a small, beautiful theater
Yes, I
there.
know where that is with the
And it was-
stars and all that.
Yeah,
so it's
it was
in
a
there.
2-character play called 50 Words. And in the play, it was about a husband and a wife, and the kids are away. And it's pretty dramatic. It's kind of like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? They're drinking, and the truths are coming out about their relationship and so forth and so on. And the woman that played the wife, I'm reading in the playbill, a woman named Regina Schneider. And she teaches. And I thought, I'd like to study with her. So I called and I took her class. Hello. And acting on film, where they taped everything, it's different. I've been a theater performer all my life, live
Right.
theater, et cetera, and some film also. But this class was so good and so specific. And when the class 2 semesters came to an end, she got a call from Maria Philippone looking for someone to play the mother in this sort of 2-character film.
Which
about a mother
you
and a
played to a T. Oh, we have another guest coming in. Come right over, honey.
So
I think I've seen you all weekend.
You have. How are you?
How you doing?
How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing
Gerry Glennon. We're going to get to you in a minute. You remember Loria,
I
right?
do. Hi.
Yes.
How are you?
Good.
So
So
basically,
so Maria Filippone, whom she knew, called her and said, "I'm looking for an actress to play the mother in this film I'm doing about a mother and daughter relationship." And Regina said, "I got her." And she sent her my tape, because we taped at the end of the session of the acting on film class. And she called me, and that's how I got the movie.
wow, that's unbelievable.
Well,
You
it's
know
the
who's
truth.
writing in? Ed Shin, the photographer we spent the last 4 days with.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
saying it was great to see you both.
Oh.
Ed Shin's a doll. He took some
Yeah, he
major pictures.
He took some great pictures.
And actually, my
reposted.
sister from Pennsylvania, Connie, is watching. I'm impressed.
Oh, cool.
So
Very
thanks,
cool.
Jetta, for watching. And then we have a few of the other guests that were watching that were at the. We have
Yeah.
Miss Filippone is watching,
Yeah.
and who else is here? I can't even. I'm not good at this. Gregg always does the technical. Gregg's not here today, so
Okay.
but he'll be back Thursday. So now, this movie hopefully is going to open a lot of doors for you again, right?
Well, yeah, I think that would be very cool. And really, to move forward, I need representation.
Yeah,
Serious.
we're going to get you.
serious-
I told you
serious
we're sitting down.
representation.
We're going to
Yeah.
get you a manager,
Yeah.
definitely.
Somebody who's on the inside track of what's going on professionally.
Yeah.
Because I'm SAG-AFTRA, and I was lucky enough to do this film out here,
Right.
and kind of an independent thing. But I'd like to move forward and
You will, and you will.
do
You
other
will.
things.
So let's talk
and,
about what you
know.
did many years ago. Hallelujah, Hollywood,
Hollywood.
when the MGM Grand opened up. You were
Yes, that's true.
Fanny Bryce.
That's
Hello.
true. That's true.
Let's hear about that. Can you believe that?
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, that was just I had to sing 8 bars of my man in the finale. It wasn't a whole roll.
But it was fabulous. That was an experience.
Beautiful show. Gorgeous show. Bob Mackie gowns.
Oh my God.
I
Whoa.
mean,
Oh, my God.
really top line.
Yeah.
It was the opening show of the MGM Grand
Wow.
in 1975. or
How
whatever.
long did you work on that?
4 years.
Oh,
I stayed in the
can
show
you
for
imagine?
4 years.
4 years doing that?
Yes.
What a blast.
I had a great life. My mother lived there, and my sister.
In
So it
Hollywood.
was- no, in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was great. And then somebody said they're looking for a girl to play Fanny Bryce in a TV movie about the life of Florence Ziegfeld.
Did you
I went,
believe
"Oh."
her?
Beautiful.
And somehow I sent my own picture and resume in. I didn't have an agent or a manager, and they called me in, and I got the part.
Jeez.
So if you look up the movie Ziegfeld, The Man and His Women, which was really more about his relationships,
Right.
his marriages, and I wasn't one of his women, I was one of his stars
right.
in
mhm.
in the Ziegfeld Follies. So yeah, it was very cool.
So 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow. You must have had a very fanciful life.
Well,
Having fun, meeting different
yeah,
people. and-
yeah, that's true to some extent, but it was hard work.
oh, I'm sure.
Initially, we did 2 shows a night and 3 on Saturday night. We did a show at like 2 in the morning.
Oh,
the
Wow.
people.
well, because no one goes to sleep in Vegas.
Right, but the people in the audience would be sleeping in the booths. You know what I mean? We'd be laughing because we look at people and they're like conked out. It's the truth.
Wow.
And
A lot of
eventually
people.
they knocked out that 2 a.m. show.
Yeah.
And we just did 2 shows, 8
So,
o'clock and on 10.
All right. So
11
now you're
o'clock.
looking to do more theater locally? Is that what you're doing? Or everything?
I'm looking to make more movies, really.
More movies.
yeah.
Okay.
That's really where I'd like to put my focus.
hmm
And I love the camera, and the camera seems to like me.
Yes, you do. And Ed Shin is watching. He says, yes, she's a beautiful lady. That's what it says right here, right
Oh,
now.
that's sweet.
Ed is a doll, but he was working so hard all weekend.
Yeah.
You don't know
Yeah.
where to smile, or you don't
Yeah,
know what
exactly.
they're doing, and you don't know what they're going to be posted until today, which I saw
Exactly.
a few that all were pretty good.
They were good. They were good. I
Yeah.
shared some of his
Yes.
pictures. I was very
Yeah,
happy.
a
So-
lot of buzz going on for the last 4 days, and of course I have to mention the movie Crooked. I was in it. I had a ball. That was my first.
Congratulations.
My sister's
Congratulations.
watching, and she's probably saying my sister is nuts. But I got to tell you, what an experience it was for me.
Yeah.
I've never been in a movie.
Right.
What an experience it was to work with such great actresses and actors and see what goes on before. You know, as I
Yes.
said, there's one funny story where Mr. Zeller, who owned the real estate where we did the whole shoot, he said, well, we got to change. And I said, oh, okay. And he starts taking his pants off. And I'm sitting there saying, oh, well, I'm not doing this. Do you have a bathroom? You know, so, I mean, a lot of things, fun personalities. And I don't know how it happened, but, you know, it happened.
Yeah.
And I got some very nice compliments last night and some conversations that they want me for something else.
That's
So
awesome.
How about that?
I'm excited. My family probably thinks I'm crazy, but
Yeah,
you
but
know.
you had fun doing it, right? You enjoyed
Oh,
it.
I really, really, really did.
That's the
And
key.
I'm gonna do another one. What
Good
the
for
hell?
you.
What's the worst?
Yeah, good for you.
You know, this is my third act. You know, so and hopefully I'll bring my buddy Gregg with me next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gregg. I'm sorry you're not here to meet him, but you'll meet him another time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think of our?
I love it.
Isn't this adorable?
Yes. Lovely setup.
Yeah, little secret here.
Yeah. It's really nice. Really,
Yeah.
really nice.
So we have Gerry Glennon. Okay, she was in a great movie. What was
Thank
the name
you.
of it?
The name of the movie was Love Letters Profiles.
Love Letters Profile.
The Catholic Cougar, written and produced by Mike Farher. Mike was actually in it also,
Yes.
along with John Heron and myself. And Mike wrote it. He has his own online profile business, and so it's kind of this. It was the inspiration for the film, and it was just so much fun to shoot.
Oh, you were hysterical.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. And I had told you about my friend, Mr. P. who
Yes,
lives from
yes.
Kerry.
Carrie.
That's
okay.
where he's
okay.
from
not-
in
he's
Ireland.
yeah, I'm from Tipperary, so it's not that
Tipperary.
far away. But
Okay.
nothing is too far away in Ireland. but-
And we looked at your bio last night,
Yes.
and he said you came here at the same year he came here.
Oh, really?
Isn't that weird?
Wouldn't it be funny if we probably did he ever live in Queens?
Yes,
a
he
lot of us
did.
came to Queens first.
Yes.
You know, JFK. We landed and
Well, one day we'll have a conversation with him
Yeah.
because he was interested in talking to you.
yeah, I would love to meet him.
Yeah.
but it's
I
funny.
was-
We probably have crossed paths
Yes.
somewhere along the
He
way.
was going to stop by, but
Aw.
he couldn't make it today. So
Aw.
another time
Another time,
we'll
definitely.
meet because I know
definitely.
he'd have a great conversation.
Yeah, I'd
with
love
you.
to meet him. I'd love to meet
Yeah.
him.
So now, how did you get started? I know that you were in a lot of shows in Manhattan, the Repertory Theater.
Manhattan Repertory Theater.
And
yeah.
what was Forget Me Not about?
Forget Me Not was my own. I wrote that myself. I did a lot of plays at Manhattan Rep, and that's how I met Mike. Ironically, it's all like connected. Mike wrote a play called "This Is Your Brain on Shamrocks," and he needed an Irish actress, and they asked Ken and Jen, founders of Manhattan Rep, if they knew an Irish actress. One phone call later, the rest is history. But I've done a lot of work at Manhattan Rep, and they do playwright competitions, and so I wrote my own piece called "Forget Me Not."
How hard is that?
I love it. I love to write, and it was you write what you know, but also this was focused on a mother and son relationship, and my oldest is 21,
Oh.
and it was just a reflection of like I'm always joke like it was about a mom who has Alzheimer's, and the son
Very
is
serious.
and the
thing to
son is
talk about.
coming to tell her this most spectacular news, and it's based on like the connection a mother and son or a mother and child has. Like even though she had Alzheimer's, he knew she understood that he was telling her she was going to be a grandmother for the first time. So it's
wow.
my friend Joseph Anthony played my son Jack, who I wanted to have. It was very important for me to have Joe with me, and we went forward and we won the competition. And me and Joe since have developed it into a full length. This was a short play, and I'm very proud of it. But it's kind of a love letter to my son Jack and my children. I have 3 children. That if anything did ever, Alzheimer's is such a serious topic that I do believe there is still a connection,
Oh, definitely.
from the heart. So that's what Forget Me Not was about, like never forget
So
me.
will you ever bring that back or no?
Yes, I would love to. Like I said, me and Joe worked on over the pandemic. Me and Joe met, and we added another full act.
So when you do that, make sure you let us
I
know.
will, I
Because
will.
that is such a topic that so many
Yes,
people
yes.
are really enraged in because there's so many people that
Yeah.
have it and
Yeah.
it's growing and growing.
Yeah, yeah,
It's very sad. I have it for 3 people that I know that I see watching it, and
yeah.
it's such a hard thing.
It's a hard, yeah, and it needs to be talked about too.
My
Yeah, it needs-
mother, my mother had it,
Yeah,
and it was very interesting because my stepfather, who took very good care of her, was from Baltimore, and they moved back to Baltimore from Las Vegas,
yeah,
and she he got her into a very, very high-end nursing home called Stella Maris, Star of the Sea.
okay.
And because he came to a point, as you can understand, where he could no longer take care of her.
Yeah,
So I went, when the first time I went to see her at the home, she looked at me and she said, "Brush your hair." And I thought, she's still in there.
Exactly,
It was
exactly.
like so perfect.
Exactly.
It was so my mother.
yeah.
Aw.
That's beautiful. I love that.
It's the truth.
Yeah, my
She's
my
like-
father-in-law, same thing. He had early dementia, and we were extremely close. He has since passed, but he had this whole thing about giving me a check. He wanted to give me a check for myself, and it was very important to him. And he truly believed that there was a lot of money coming my way.
Aw.
And I said, it's for him to think that highly of me. That meant more to me than anything. And he did. He gave me an envelope with what he thought was and I carry that envelope with me in my wallet.
Oh, how
because
sweet is
it-
that?
Yeah, because it that's how much he thought of me, and he truly believed I had this
Wow.
big check in my wallet. And I still, like I said, the brown envelope is sealed. Wouldn't it be fine?
Wouldn't it be funny if
You should open that.
There's
How
a
come
check
you
for
haven't opened it?
$50,000 in there that you didn't realize,
Yeah,
you know.
and then my grandmother too. Same story. My grandmother was in a home. She lived till she was in her 90s, and in Ireland, and I'd go back and forth, and so I'd always go visit her, obviously. And this one day I was coming back, so I was my last visit to see her, and I'm always taking pictures. So she was also kind of losing her sight. She'd lost her sight. And I said to my mom, her mother, I said, would you be okay if I took a picture? I didn't know. It was like sensitive. She's in the bed. And I'm clicking, and my grandmother goes, who's taking those feckin' pictures?
Oh, how cute.
She's still in there.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Wow.
And that's when I knew, they are,
Yes, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
get
I
it.
love that. Yeah. It's
It's the truth.
it's a connection.
Wow.
It's a bond a mother and child
Oh.
has, no matter what.
Well, you can never break a bond. I mean,
Exactly.
that's just how it is.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the one you just did, the movie we just did, that we just saw.
Oh yeah, love letters profiles.
Why don't you tell us about it? Because I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
Well, it's based on a woman a little bit older than me. She's like in her maybe late 70s, early 80s, and she's the Irish mammy to the max. And she's all her life has been given of herself, and now she's at a time in her life where she's like, wait a minute, it's my turn. Her background stories. Me and Mike did another movie called 2 years ago called McLean Avenue with the same character. And her backstory is she lives with her grown-up son, who she calls her fecker. And
Fecker? What does
a
that
fecker.
mean?
Anyone in Ireland will know that a fecker is, it's like, it can be said as a term of endearment, or it can be said as not a term
so
of
it's like forget about it
Yeah,
or
the
forget
fecker.
about
Are
it.
you
a
fecker?
Mother fecker.
A mother
Exactly.
fecker.
Got it.
But this is more her it's a term of she says it like you fecker, you know.
Yeah,
So and as I said at the film festival, I'm here over 38 years, but for me to play Peg, I really can get my Irish out. I love it.
Oh, really? You did. Let me tell you.
Yeah. So now she's at her in McLean Avenue. The priest, who happened to be her cousin, encouraged her to go on a date. Her husband is dead, and her marriage wasn't a great one to begin with. So she's starting to date.
Right.
And she asks Mike to make her a profile, and he does. And she goes on a Zoom date, and she meets Pat, and they have an instant connection. And so Peg, of course, goes, "Meet me at Fiddleheads. I'd love to meet you." You know, so they meet one on one, and it's turning out like, "I know you from somewhere," and he's like, "I know you from somewhere." And in her profile, she said she was transitioning from, you know, one phase of her life to another, and Pat had a different.
Right. She was thinking she was transitioning from a
one s-
job.
Oh,
a
I
job,
thought you
from
meant
a
something
home,
else. I
from
thought
a-
you meant
You know,
something else
from
completely.
moving, from a home, she was transitioning from
Yeah.
different things.
So when she met Pat, he was actually transitioned, and
Yeah.
it
Oh.
turned out he was many years ago Sister Mary Pat who taught her.
In the convent.
who taught her son, and they used to meet parent-teacher meetings, and
That's a movie.
yeah, that's a movie. And then their love of the Bible, because she's a very holy Catholic cougar.
Yeah, she
She's
was
very religious.
She was good.
Yeah, thank you. And so the Catholic references, and they have this little sparring with the Bible, quotes from the Bible, and they're one of my favorite parts is they're in the restaurant and they go, "Check, please," and then next thing they end up in bed.
Yes.
And that is my favorite scene.
Oh, it's
The
hysterical.
bedroom scene, and it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun.
How long did it take you to do that?
We
shoot?
filmed it in a day.
A day.
Yeah. We had a couple of Zoom rehearsals. Obviously, we did a lot over the Zoom, and then and we did it. I think it was April, so it was still kind of the height of the pandemic. So we met. We filmed in Jersey, and I went out there the night before. We were up at the crack of dawn on Sunday and right through.
It's amazing. But I can relate now because when I did that spot with Gerry, we did it in a day
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And I would never think that could be done in a day, like a whole day. But
Yeah,
you
and we
know.
had a fantastic crew, and like the cat, we were all just there to tell the story, and I think that's important. If you surround yourself with people who love what they're doing,
Yes, definitely. Did
and
you
who
feel
know
the
what
love
they're
in that
doing,
room last night?
immensely, immensely. And when people know what they're doing and love what they're doing, then that's where the
And
magic.
I mean, everybody just came around and
Yeah,
you know,
teamwork makes
let's
the
help
dream
each
work.
other out.
Yeah.
I know this one, I know
Yeah.
that one. I believe in that because that's what this show's all about. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
we bring in all kinds of people
Yeah,
and talk about everything and nothing.
Yeah.
And always doing something special.
yeah,
So definitely appreciate that last night because I was on the other side last night. I was a visitor. I mean, I was doing some nice things, but to see that camaraderie, you don't always get it.
exactly.
You either get it or you don't.
Yeah,
Like they say, you either have it or you don't.
yeah,
That's basically what life's about these days,
yeah,
especially since the COVID.
yeah,
And let's talk about the movies about the COVID.
yeah.
That one nice young man
Oh,
won the award,
that
a
was
few
so
awards
good.
last night.
Did you see that one?
The COVID one with the
Something-
robot.
What's it called?
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but I'm
Get
sorry.
the vax or take
Yeah, the vax.
something vax.
Right.
It was excellent. It was excellent.
And then to
I
find
don't
out
think I
that
saw
it was
that.
Saturday night.
yeah, and then to find out that they did it in honor of all the frontline workers
Yes,
that worked
yes,
through the
that was
COVID.
lovely. That was yeah,
So I mean, that was such a tribute to all the nurses and
exactly.
service workers, firemen, policemen. It was really
It was beautiful,
Very
beautifully shot,
dramatic.
and very and it's just the message was so clear. The message was so clear. I mean,
Yeah.
it
And
was-
then, of course, we have to talk about Montauk 77.
yeah.
Whoa.
When I missed that one.
You missed it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I did. When was that screened?
When
Was
did
it-
we watch it? I forget what
I,
day.
I'm sorry,
You
I
missed
missed
it.
that. Yeah. I
Oh,
did miss
well,
that.
that's going to be a winner. That's going to
Yeah.
be like Love Story.
Yeah.
Only
yeah,
it's not a love story, but it is a love story about a father and a daughter.
yeah,
It was, I think, the longest movie that was on.
yeah. I missed that one.
Yeah,
I'm
fabulous family.
Mm.
Yeah, they really, and they did it all on Long Island, too.
Good for them. Good for them.
What I like is that a lot of this business is taking place on Long Island. And, we need it here.
Yeah.
We need a lot of good things for Long Island because a lot of middle class, middle age, and seniors are having difficulty. And that's the tough part. So we're hoping that with this new election, some things are going to change and everything's going to get better, because That's what we need.
Yeah.
So what's your next gig, or what are you
I'm-
working on next?
Well, I have my own, along with my partner, my business partner, Jennifer Piero, who is part founder of Manhattan Rep. We have a production company called Girlfriend Style Productions. And we had a film in last year, Switch, that won Best Short at NILF last year.
I think I saw it.
You
Yes.
did, because I made and we did Switch last year, and we are now in pre-production of a new film called Opposites. So
Opposites.
yeah, we're working on that right now, and in the meantime, I have a one-woman show on stage at Manhattan Rep again in November called My Self Portrait, and I wrote that in the pandemic. And it's my journey, the immigrant's journey of how I came here very, very young, and my life here, and then now reflecting back in the pandemic.
Well, is that about the whole Ireland and everything
yeah,
too?
it's
Oh, you got to get tickets. Me and my friend will come.
okay, great.
He
It's-
would love it. I know
it's-
he will.
Yeah, it's
I'll
it's
go.
going to.
Yeah.
For
you
sure.
Oh,
will.
thank you.
We'll
We'll
Thank
get
you.
a bus. We'll get everybody
All right,
to go.
That's great.
Absolutely.
It's I put everything up on my page, but it is November 20th and the 21st
All right, let me
at
know.
the Chain Theater. I don't have
Because
the
what we
address,
do with the Breakfast Club is we bring a band. I don't know if you noticed.
No
We're-
way.
Yeah, no, I don't mean a band, but we come with a trolley. You know, we
That's
we
great.
get
That's great.
everybody involved because
Yeah.
that's what we're all about.
Yeah, like I started off on stage, and I love stage. I absolutely love stage, and it's only in the last couple of years I started working in film. But like I said, I wrote Forget Me Not. That was one of my first plays that I was like, I'm going to put down my story, and now I'm so happy. I've done a couple of Zoom readings or performances of it, of my self-portrait, and I got really positive feedback. It's short and
Yes.
sweet, but again, it's a
Great.
clear message. So
That is great.
yeah, so I'm in rehearsal for that right now.
So now you're really doing both. You're doing
Yeah.
theater
Yeah.
and you're doing
Film,
film.
and I love both. I
and
love both.
Loria, she's looking to do more film.
Yeah,
Yeah. She does a lot, but she's ready to
yeah.
do some
Yeah.
more film. So we're going to try and see what we can recommend somebody,
We can-
to help her out. And
Yeah.
That would be very cool.
yeah.
Because I really love it. You know, there's other actors. It's funny. I have a lot of friends in the business, and they're like, I'd rather be on stage. And I think the reason why, I'm not sure, is that some actors feel more in control when they're on a stage. When they're in front of a camera, it's out of their control. There's somebody, there's the big eye watching them, and, I think what's important, though, is really whoever's directing.
It's how they make you feel,
relationship.
right?
That's right. The relationship
Yes.
between whoever is behind the camera directing the shots, etc., to make the actor feel comfortable.
And not only that,
Yeah.
it's
And
giving you
trust
the
actor.
vibes behind the camera.
Yeah.
Right.
Do this, do that. I mean, I saw it because
Yeah.
I just did it.
Yeah.
I'm still in shock, but
Yeah.
I saw it and I felt it. And until you get then to see it on the screen the other night, I was like, shit, this
Yeah.
is hysterical.
Yeah,
This is what happens, right?
Right. And it's so funny 'cause I like to be on stage, and I've done a lot
Oh,
of theater.
I know that. Yes.
But I do love the camera.
Yeah.
And the camera seems to like me.
That's
so,
awesome.
It's like,
So Fred Welch is watching. He's a family friend. And Jennifer C. is watching. Hi, Jenny. I hope you're doing good at your new job. And 3 of the Breakfast Club girls are having coffee in the diner, and they're watching. Mackie's watching. We got a lot of people watching.
That's
so
awesome.
It's kind of
That's
nice.
awesome.
that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So you
Wonderful.
have to come back when the repertory is on.
I would love
And
to.
we'll
I would
have
love
your
to.
boss on with
Yeah,
you.
I
we'll
would
do
love
that.
to. I would love to.
And
Yeah.
we have to keep connecting.
Yeah.
Tell us about other things that are going
Yeah.
on because
Where
we
is
like
the
that.
theater of the rep?
It's at the Chain Theater right now. They have a space at the Chain Theater. I don't have the exact address, but I can get it
In the
for you.
city?
In the city, yeah. It's
Yeah.
not far from Penn Station. It's
Yeah.
maybe 2 blocks down and across on third. It's on 8th Avenue. I think 38, but I'm not sure the exact address.
38th Street,
I think so.
the Chain Theater.
Chain Theater. But I will friend me. I put up all my stuff on my Facebook page.
Is it
as well.
Equity, the theater?
No, I'm not Equity. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means you're in the union.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm in
okay.
2 unions. I'm in
Yeah.
3 unions. SAG,
So is
AFTRA,
there a
and
reason
Equity.
you're not in it? You don't like it?
No,
or-
no, it's not that. It's not. I just happened to get into Equity. you get into an equity
Your
play,
show, that's
into
right.
an equity show. So
Yeah.
Oh, so you haven't gotten there
I
yet.
haven't got into an equity show, so I've branched out on my own. I've done my own stuff, and I just,
Great.
Right.
you know, it's not that I don't want to be. It's just I haven't had that chance. It's kind of like
Well, it's a strange time.
Yeah, and
you
it's
know,
a
this is
double-
all a very
Yeah.
nether world of life and theater
Yeah.
and everything. It's all,
exactly.
you know, so
It's just you know, to be
yeah.
an equity, you have to be in an equity show. To be in an equity show, they want to audition equity actors. So it's like
Oh, so they
I've
right.
said, I've done that.
can't get in, is
I've
what
said
you're
I've
saying.
said on lines like
Yeah.
longer than this room, hoping that they'll take an
do
equity
you
actor
do
for
that?
an audition, and they'll come out and go, "Sorry," you know, and you're
Yeah.
like. So I don't wait around for that because I just love.
Because you want to do
I
what you
just
love to
to
do,
act, so I just go out and do my own thing. I did a lot of community theater years
which is
ago.
a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah. And but now it's like I just do my own stuff, and
And you know what? You're happy, and
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. I love it. I love
That's
it.
great.
You know.
Well, I love your accent.
Oh,
and
thanks.
as you know, I told you I'm dating a very nice Irishman
From Kerry.
from Kerry, and he was very enthused when I showed him your tape on
Oh,
my
great.
computer.
Thank you. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll
we'll-
have to meet him. I'll
You
definitely
will
have to meet him.
definitely meet him. He wants to meet you.
Good,
so.
good.
And I like Irishmen.
There you
Just
go.
in
There
case,
you go. Okay.
in case there's anybody around.
In case you know anybody.
All right,
Yes.
okay.
Loria's on the chase now.
Okay.
Well, I'm not on the chase,
I'm
but
teasing you.
let's put it this way. You know, I'm a widow.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to go
and
to diners, Loria. I told you.
diners.
Swear I met mine in the diner.
Okay.
And you know, some
Yeah.
people go to the same diner
Uh-huh.
twice, 3 times a week
Yeah.
because they are alone and
Yeah.
they don't cook.
Right.
And you'd be surprised who you'll meet in the diner.
Yeah. Well,
Half of my guests I meet in the diner.
Mike, who wrote Love Letters, you didn't? Did you see Love Letters? No, you missed. You didn't see Love Letters, did you? But Mike has his own professional profile, dating
Oh,
business. So he'll write you up a profile. I'm
Oh,
sure.
very
there
good.
you go.
There you go.
Oh, give me the
ladies.
information.
I will. I will.
You know, it's all a little
great.
creepy and
Yeah.
freaky.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what
but
I mean?
it's not
like,
really if you're in the right, what do they call it? Andre, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John
Well,
Ray, the
it's
right
just,
John Ray.
You know, after a 30-year marriage, I was married for 30 years.
And you loved your husband to death.
I did.
That makes a big
To
difference.
death is right. And I met him how things are meant to be. I was looking for a voice teacher in the city. I lived in Tudor City, had a little studio there. Was going to auditions, doing this and that, and was working with a trio. And I said, I'm looking to study singing. I'm a singer and
Okay.
an actor. My mother was a singing teacher, an opera singer, and so forth. And they said, well, there's this Katie Agresta. Katie Agresta has a studio in Manhattan, and she teaches, but she's got other teachers that teach for her.
Okay.
I said, okay. So I called, and they assigned me to this guy,
Who
Gerry
became your
Jansen.
husband.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really nice story. So I told you, you're writing the book.
So,
She has a book in her.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely
well,
has a book in her.
I come from a show business family.
Well, that's it. You know
You
all
know,
these
I
popular
mean-
people.
Yeah.
My dad was a
Do you write?
I have written some things. I wrote writing. I wrote critiques. I wrote reviews
Oh wow.
of theater
Oh.
for theaterscene.net
Okay.
on the internet. But my dad was an Emmy Award-winning comedy writer for television.
Really? What
He
shows?
wrote Sergeant Bilko, the Phil Silver Show.
No
He wrote the
way.
Gary Moore Show.
Wow.
He started out writing for Jackie Gleason.
Oh my
That's
God.
a
That's
book. You see, this is all
This
things.
is true.
yes.
And
What's your dad's name?
Coleman Jacoby
Wow.
with a Y. Jacoby with a Y. Coleman
Yeah.
Jacoby.
And did you get to go on set with him or?
Yeah, sure.
She has
Oh.
this
We used
whole
to-
fantasy,
we-
real life.
We lived in Manhattan.
Yeah.
They taped the Gary Moore Show at the what's now the Ed
Right,
Sullivan
right,
Theater
yeah.
on Broadway and
Yeah.
53rd.
you have a
we
lot
would
of
go
memories. God.
Every Friday night, we'd watch
I want to see your
Tape
photo album.
the show. I knew Carol Burnett and Gary.
Oh my
and,
God.
Durward Kirby.
You
and
never
these
know
people.
it.
Yeah.
We were just a kid. I was in high school in the city. At the
What was she?
performing-
What's she
performing
like,
arts.
Carl Burnett?
Lovely.
Yeah, you can just tell, right?
The best.
Yeah. Yeah.
the best.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, so
Isn't
it
that,
was
you
an
can see that
interesting.
you're really into it. Yeah.
It was an interesting childhood.
Very.
You know, a show business family.
And that's no, question that you wound up in show business and what you do. I mean, you were
that's
in it,
what I do.
right?
You know, I mean, I've done a lot of other things.
I know you
Because
have.
interestingly, people who are actors, theater people, they can play a lot of different roles in real life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
And you do what you have to do to make
Yeah.
a living.
Yeah.
Whether it's wait tables, 10 bar,
Right.
done it all.
And well, actresses do that, and
Yeah.
actors
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
that they do for sure.
course.
Susan K is watching. Susan K, congratulations! She just got a new job. So hopefully you're not at work. You're not supposed to be watching this at work. But I'm so happy for you. She really was struggling with getting
Oh,
work.
that's great. That's good
and
news.
she
Good
finally
news.
got something she likes.
Yay.
Good.
So, like, this is what we do. We help all different genres,
Yeah.
all different people come on the show. We do all kinds of talks. I now publish books with Stephanie Larkin. She's the publisher at Red
Okay.
Penguin. If you ever want to publish.
Yeah, that's funny you should say that. No, I've written, and again, like you just said, it's when you start talking to people, you start getting the information you need, or I have like 20 poems I've written, and I would love,
Let's get it in a book.
I would love to publish them.
I'll set you up with a phone
Yeah,
appointment.
I
It's that
would love
simple.
to.
Boom, done. Look at this, okay? That book, my book, was
Yeah.
this little.
Yeah,
I met with Stephanie 6 months later,
yeah,
and that's my joy.
yeah.
That's my joy.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
well, hey.
Yeah, but like as actors and perform, we're always
You're always
creating.
busy.
We're always creating, always writing, always telling the story. So
Well, storytelling is a big thing now.
huge. It's
It
huge.
wasn't as big as it is now.
yeah,
It
it's huge.
became very big a year ago.
Yeah,
And I went to one of those classes, and I'm like, shit, all she did was pick something out of a bag and
say
and
it.
held it up in the air.
And say,
And
"Here's
she
a
said,
cookie."
here's a cookie. And she said, who wants to give me a story about this cookie?
yeah, yeah.
That's how simple it is, but I never knew that.
Yeah.
And so I raised my hand, of course, and I said something about something I remembered that triggered that
Right,
cookie, but it
right.
wasn't a cookie. It was actually a trailer.
Yeah.
It was a trailer, tractor trailer, like a little one.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to learn by
Yeah.
this woman.
Yeah.
And so that's how I
Yeah.
did a lot of different things,
Yeah.
But again, never thought years ago that I would be doing any of the things I'm doing now. And I believe, I'm sure you both do too, is you have to do something you've never done and then triple it and then triple it again so that you keep learning.
Yeah.
And
And I always say to you, the saying, "Do what you love and love what you do." I don't care what it is, but if you love it, do it.
you'll be good at it.
And yeah, it doesn't matter what
Well,
it is.
Confucius say,
Yeah, yeah.
There he says that all
It's
the time.
true.
You know, it's that's,
I mean, who would have thought here on Long Island at this age, not that I'm old, but I mean, I'm not 25 or 35 or 45. I'll stop there. And that I'm making movies.
And you were
on Long
nominated
I-
for Best Actress.
Yes, I'm like, what? How did this happen?
Well, come on, let's give my example. Here I am, old, never did any of this, and I was picked. How
Yeah,
it
so
just
it's
happened. But
Very,
you have to have
very
the open
interesting.
mind,
Yes.
open mind and want to do it.
and
Right.
you have to be
You
in
have
the
to want-
castle
yeah.
and open every door in the
Yeah.
castle.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then that's not going to happen. You
Yeah.
have to have
I
it.
agree.
And no one can open it for you.
No.
You gotta open your
No.
own doors. No
Right.
one
You
can open
have
it. Yeah.
to show
up. Show up.
Well, in my
This-
book, the first chapter is get up, show
Show
up,
up.
get dressed. Get
Yeah.
dressed, get up, show up, never give up.
Right.
And that's what the stories are of 80 people in my book, 80 real stories of people I coached.
Wow.
Again, did I ever think I was going to coach? Do I have a degree? No. Could I get a job at the college? No, because I don't have that degree. But I have enough experience now where, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have the piece of
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
And guess what? It stopped me. I don't tell kids to do that now. But do I want to go to school now? Not really.
Mm.
But as I keep growing, I keep learning, so another door opens.
Yeah.
And so you work as a teacher, right?
Yes, I teach. That's where I just came straight from.
Yes.
I teach at Belmore United Methodist Nursery School. I teach 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. Pre-K.
Oh, what a great
Yeah.
job.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that
yeah.
must be wonderful.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best. Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah.
I was thinking I would like some kids for Thursday's show for Halloween, but you're probably not allowed to do
Yeah,
that, right?
no.
No, you're not allowed to bring
Road trip.
no road trips because
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
COVID, even
Yeah.
more so.
But yeah, it's wonderful. I've been teaching for years, and that age group is I just love.
Good for you. How
Yeah.
long have you been there?
I've been at Belmore United going on I think 11 years, over 10
Well,
years.
you definitely love it.
Yeah, yeah, and I taught before that in Queens.
And do you do little plays with them?
Yes, we just had
Oh,
our
how
Halloween
nice.
rehearsal. We're having a big show on Thursday and Friday. I teach pre-K 3 days a week and my 3-year-olds 2 days a week. So we have 2 shows,
Oh,
and we just were on stage like an hour ago having our little rehearsal. 5 little pumpkins. Yeah, they're
Oh,
adorable.
how
Oh, my
cute is
God.
Adorable.
that?
And of course, I emphasize, late to like the
Yeah, you could be very
the actress comes
serious.
out in me. I'm like late.
Got to
the
be
with
on
the-
time. That's the first
but-
rule.
But they're great.
You have
I
a
can-
great thing going on.
Thank
It's
you,
wonderful.
thank
And
you.
you live on Imblebar? Or?
I live in Belmore. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a nice area.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've been there over 15 years. I like I said, landed in Queens, lived in Queens, worked in Queens, and then once I started having my family, we moved out. So I'm out
That
here.
is great.
15
And you have
years.
3 children,
I
right?
have 3 beautiful children. Yeah, Jack is my oldest, 21, and he's also
21.
21, and he's an actor.
He's a baby.
Yeah, he's out in LA as we speak. He went to school out there, and then I have my daughter Casey, who's studying creative writing,
Oh, so it's all in the family.
and it's all it's so
Great.
funny. It just happened, And then my James, who's 15, he's at home with me. He's in 10th grade, and he's into photography and football. So, but it's
That's terrific,
funny, yeah. Like,
yeah.
and Casey she did a lot of musical theater at Merrick Theater. Do you know
Yes.
the Merrick Theater?
Yes, we go there.
Casey
once
was there for
occasionally.
years. like,
Merrick?
theater. They do a lot of beautiful shows.
Yes.
I did a couple of shows there too. I did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I was
Oh,
I was
that's-
Nurse Ratched.
Oh, you're
It was-
kidding.
Oh my God, it was brilliant. I loved playing her.
She's a
Yeah.
tough one.
Yeah, and it was a great cast, and it was like I call that play lightning in a bottle. We just everything about it. Our stage manager.
Well, you
our
can see how
everybody.
much you really love what
Oh,
you do.
I do.
That's
I really
great.
do.
I'm
Have
so
you
glad that we
seen-
got to meet
Have
you.
you seen shows at the Engerman?
No, no.
No, I haven't been there
That-
yet
is
either.
that in Northport?
Yes.
Yes, I
That's
would.
equity. There's only,
Yes.
I think there's only a couple of playhouses
I know.
out here that are actors,
Yeah.
and I'm equity,
Yeah.
so I can't work.
I
with
did.
them.
I did
Yeah.
a show out in Northport with Bare Bones Theater called
Yeah, of course.
Enchanted April. I did Enchanted April.
Bare Bones, I love them.
Yeah,
In
they're-
fact,
Yeah.
I think Regina Schneider has been involved
Yeah.
in Bare Bones.
I was-
John Dorsick,
Mhm.
my improv teacher,
Wow.
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah. A
You
couple.
know, he plays my son-in-law in the movie.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bare Bones. I did
Yeah,
Enchanted
oh,
April
yeah.
and loved it. Oh my God, that's a great play.
It's terrific.
That's a great.
Are they
play.
still in business?
I'm
or-
not sure, to be honest with you. That was a couple of years back. That's how I know the theater you were talking about, because it's right on the same street.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd love to see the inside of that too. I'd
Oh,
love to go there.
beautiful
Yeah,
theater.
and I knew it was equity. I knew it.
Yes.
But they do a lot of musicals too, don't
Yes.
they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can sing, but
Well, that's my.
no, but
Well,
I
you
mean,
sing,
but
right?
but to audition, to sing in an audition is a completely different. I've done it once or twice. I'm like, oh, but
Oh, yeah,
you're up
I know,
against
yeah.
people who can really sing. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
it is.
hey, it's
yeah.
all about the right moment, the right people.
Yeah.
So guess what today is? Today is National Greasy Foods Day.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
it's
Let's
time
order
for
Where
some
we going?
French
a
fries.
hamburger. I'd say maybe the French fries at Nathan's.
there you go.
And it's also, believe it or not, Chucky the Notorious Killer Doll Day.
Oh God.
Now
no.
we all know who Chucky is.
Yeah, no.
He's the horror guy. And those are the 2 days
All right.
today, believe it or not.
Big holiday.
So I think
Big.
maybe we'll do the greasy food today.
We'll go
Maybe-
for the greasy food.
Yes.
Definitely the greasy food.
Yeah. And we also got the chance to meet George Mizrachi. He wrote the book Stained Glass. He was there at the festival yesterday.
Oh, I was in there
And,
yesterday. I was there Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, he is a book writer. He's published through us,
Okay.
through Red Penguin. And he has his 3rd book coming out, and his goal is to make a 3-part movie. and his name is Detective Rodriguez in the book.
Right.
And he's amazing. And I met George and Loria the same day at an event when we were doing the How to Write a Book sessions.
Right.
That's how I met Loria. And since that time, a few people have, come on board and written books. And so I've watched George. I do a lot of work with him. I'm his coach a little bit.
Okay.
And now, once he comes out with the third book, we're going to be having a big book
Great.
book night.
And he happens to be married to my best friend.
Aww.
Yeah. So isn't it weird how life
It's
takes
fun.
you in different
Yeah,
directions?
it's a small world. It
Yeah.
definitely is a small world.
And
wh-
yes.
it's when you start talking. You know,
Yeah,
you don't
I
know who
know.
you're talking to. That
No.
expression, because you'd be saying you don't know who you're talking to.
No.
You know.
And his
Yeah, I
wife,
do.
Teresa, is just a sweet lady. And we wound up, Susan, who was with me, we wound up taking them to the train station last night to help them because they come in from so far and it takes so long. And so they went.
Yeah.
They
They
went
went
home,
back.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they had a great time. They were happy with everything.
Good. That's good.
So yeah, no matter who I bring to this festival,
This festival is amazing, though. I have to give a shout out.
and you go to festivals.
Yes,
so
I do. And
What's different about Jerry's
Well,
festival?
yeah, like well, first of all, they have so many great films, and even like he said the other night, if the sound isn't great, we're not going to let that stop us from screening it,
Putting you on, right?
which is great. They're there to give people a chance. They're there to showcase people's work, which is fantastic because we're all doing the same thing, and there's a community. There's a definite.
Yeah, you felt it. You definitely
And
felt
I
it.
was there last year, and they were the only festival. Like Switch we got into a lot of festivals last year, and because of the pandemic, a lot of them were online.
Well, yeah, last year
we
was
couldn't go, but me and
Yeah,
Jen
it
were like,
was
oh, we
different.
got into this, we got into that. And Nylif was the only one that was like, we're doing it in person.
because
And if
it
you come,
was,
you come. And I
right.
went, and that's when I met them, and an instant connection,
Right.
with Donna and Katie and Jerry
And Paul.
And Paul, I met him briefly, but
Paul's a pisser.
yeah, but Jerry and Katie and Donna are there for they're so
They were all wonderful.
wonderful.
They really, really
I mean,
are.
you can't say enough nice things about them. And the festival itself is it's family. You feel like,
Yeah, it
family.
really is. I felt like 'cause
Right?
this is my third year.
I loved it.
So
Like,
this year I was like,
Yeah.
I don't need direction. I
Yeah.
know what I'm doing.
yeah,
So,
but and you walk in, Katie's like, hi, Jerry. She knows everybody
oh, yeah.
by name.
Yes.
You don't get that. You don't get that. It's like-
Definitely,
and
definitely.
it's just it's a very family orientated.
So any of you
festival.
out there that want to, do some filming and
Yeah.
and need any
Submit,
advice,
submit.
and
Yeah.
don't forget the NYLIFF, Jerry Ferretti and team.
Yeah.
And he's always around. He gives good advice.
Yeah.
You could always call me. I'm connected to him. I'll be helping Loria with her portfolio next, one of my new clients.
There you go.
And she's going to have a website with Red Penguin. We just have so many people that fit in the pie that can help you with different things.
Yeah.
And then who knows, maybe we'll have your thing here when you write your book. And geez, isn't this a great environment to have a
book
book
signing.
signing? And
Yeah.
then we have a stage where we can have a really nice
I
guitar
didn't-
player.
Oh, I didn't even see.
Yeah, that's why I want you to keep in
Stop.
touch with me. We have a stage.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, and lots of times on the
All right.
weekends
All right.
we have
Yeah.
bands here and everything.
All right.
Yeah, well, Gregg, he built this place,
That is,
and this is his club.
That's-
I'm happen to be lucky to be working with him on the set.
Yeah.
But this is all Gregg's club.
It's
and
beautiful.
He's very good to the community. So if you ever want to think about
Yeah.
putting
It's a
something
great
on,
place to have events.
yes,
Isn't it?
It's a wonderful
Yeah.
place.
yes.
Okay, great.
So
The
you let me know.
location, the
and,
parking,
pricing is
it's
pretty
all good.
Yeah.
manageable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the people that come here, they were hoot too. You just meet such different people in different locations. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's true.
one of our sponsors today is Tranquility Spa. It's
Oh.
on Franklin Avenue in Franklin Square.
All right.
Lovely.
I'm going to be sending you a coupon in the mail. You can
Oh.
go. Do you ever go in a soul cave?
No.
Oh, you're going.
No.
And you are going.
I have to go.
But I gave you one.
I
You
know.
haven't gone.
I have to
I've
find
never.
it.
No, I've never
All
done.
right. Well, you'll be going. Okay.
She's
and
looking herself.
yeah, you go in the soul cave and you just breathe. It's wonderful.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it's cold.
I'll try.
It's cold.
Oh, okay.
It's very cold.
That's all right.
So 700 Franklin Avenue, Franklin Square. Angela, she's great. Actually, Susan and I went last night because we were so tired on the way home, and we were in heaven. 1 hour we were in there. It was great. great.
It's cold in there?
In the Soul Cave. Otherwise, you just get the massage. It's not cold in there.
Okay.
So
I'm always cold.
Then
so
you
I don't
will-
want to
then
go
you
anywhere
do the
that's
massage.
cold.
They have chairs, and you sit in the chair, and they put headphones on you. You have heat all around your neck,
Oh, okay.
and the rest is
Sold.
heaven.
Sold.
I'm in.
Sold.
And then Aura Pura Jewelers. It is Teddy and Christina. They're located on 1033 Hempstead Turnpike, Franklin Square. Teddy is a doll. He provides me with all this beautiful jewelry.
I like that brooch.
Yes, this is very old-fashioned. I'm an old-fashioned
Yeah, no, I love it.
jewelry person. Some
Yeah.
people say I wear too much, but that's who I am. So go see Teddy. Tell him the show sent you. You'll get a good deal.
Okay.
Jackson Hewitt Prince, 978 Hempstead Turnpike, Franklin Square. All accounting needs, tax needs. He's a doll too. And QS2, training and consulting, is my sister. She does CPR training, wilderness training, blood pathogen training, all kinds of trainings. And when you give the gift of CPR to someone, what you're doing is helping them save a life, because eventually they're going to save the life of someone
Right.
they love.
Right.
So if your school ever needs to do that training,
Yeah.
call us. We can help you with that. And then our greatest fan, Meacham Deli, who we get all our sandwiches from on Meacham Avenue, Anthony, he gives us a sandwich. We buy one, and we make 4 sandwiches out of it. That's how big, because I
Yeah.
don't like big
Yeah.
sandwiches. Do you?
No.
Like when they're that big,
Yeah.
I
No.
can't. I can't eat it. It's too
No.
big.
Yeah.
So Anthony from Meacham Deli, the shout out to Anthony.
It's so funny you mentioned that. And all of a sudden, a memory came back to me because I was raised in Manhattan. And I went to elementary school on 54th Street. But on 7th, between 6th and 7th, on 7th Avenue was the Carnegie Deli.
Oh,
And they had
Oh.
sandwiches, corned beef sandwiches that were this thick.
yeah.
It's funny how your mind
Yeah.
Yeah.
remembers things,
Yeah. It's
particularly
true.
food.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very true. So now Loria always gets all my information, so I'm not giving her a bunch. But this is for you. This is our girls' night out
Thank you.
packet, and this is a little gift for
Oh, thank you so
you from our
much.
sponsor, Queen Helene.
Thank you.
And of course, Loria will get the cookies
Oh,
because
yay, cookies.
because she has enough brochures on me that would
Look
choke
at
a
this.
horse
This
that
is
she brings
awesome.
home all the
Cookies.
time.
Thank you so much.
So, what's next? Films?
Films, like I said, me and Jen are in pre-production. We have our script, so we're just going to iron out a few more details and then hopefully get that up and running. And our aim is to have it in Nyla next year.
Okay, well, I'll
So,
be seeing you. And
yeah.
then also we'll come to the repertoire.
Yeah, I'll
The
let you
theater
know.
in November.
Yeah,
Definitely let
November
us
next.
know.
Yeah, the 20th and 21st.
And send me a flyer.
I will, of course. I will,
you.
of course. And like I said, I put all my stuff on my Facebook page and my Instagram as well. Gerry Glennon,
Good.
McKeever.
And next for you, we know you want movies, but will you do a theater or no more? You don't
Yeah,
want
I
to.
would.
So then, if we
Depends
hear
on what it-
something,
yeah.
so if we hear something, we'll
Yeah.
keep you in mind.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be in the game to play the game, regardless of what it is. Yeah, I might want to make movies, but does that mean I don't want to do theater if it's there? No, I would do that. Of
Good.
course.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah.
So now Greg
Definitely.
isn't here today, but we always do this little thing because he's such a fun guy. So this is the nose. It's his nose, actually. And so we always ask the nose a question.
Oh my.
Okay, so
Okay.
you ask the nose a question of something you want to know. It could be anything.
The nose knows.
The nose knows.
knows.
And it's Greg's nose.
All right, Greg. God.
It's just a fun thing we do. You could ask about your dinner. It doesn't really matter.
right.
It could be about a play. It could be anything.
All right. What is his favorite movie?
Greg?
Mm.
That wasn't a good question. He didn't answer right.
Oh, it's a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
No, it could be anything else, though, also. But
Yeah.
go ahead with another
All
one.
right, Greg. Will I meet you next time?
I agree. All right. Well, that's sort of.
Kind of.
You will meet him. He would love you.
All right. I'll meet.
Greg's a hugger.
Oh, me too. Me too. Me too.
Oh, we got
And
a
it's so
hugger
funny
here.
because the first festival Switch got into was right like the pandemic hit on the 13th of March. The screening was, I think, the 12th. So there was that. But I went, and they were like starting to do this, and I went, and I'm like, I'm a hugger.
yeah.
And someone said to me, I'll never forget, this is going to be really hard for you. This, because it's like,
He could identify with that.
oh,
He's a hugger.
I'm a big hugger.
Yeah, so you'll meet him the next time.
Greg, will I get a hug next time I meet you?
That's a good answer for him. That was a good one. That works.
All right.
Okay, and what about you, Miss?
Well, let's see.
Careful, he's temperamental.
Yeah, he's a temperamental. How did you know that?
Well, here's a big one.
Okay.
Will I ever fall in love again?
Ooh.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That
I'm
is
in.
a good one, see?
Yeah,
Good for
absolutely.
you, good.
It
Happy
can
for you.
happen, trust me.
Great, great,
And
great.
you know, they say second times around are charms.
Yeah.
And don't forget, if you get married a second time, you ladies, go to David's Bridal. You get 40% off your dress for your second time around bride. I just found that out.
There you go.
It
because
should
I
only
f-
happen
I fibbed.
from your lips to God's
I
ears.
told him I was getting married, and it was my daughter's wedding. I was mother of the bride. I got 40% off the dress.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
So hey, you could do it.
You can do it.
They don't really check too much, so
Yeah.
it's a great way to save some money.
Good.
And on that note, I got to thank you.
Thank
both.
you.
Thank you.
We had a great time. Jerry, I want to say thank you. You had the Long Island Breakfast Club show everywhere, on every screen, playing our songs, everything. It was great. Everybody came over to see what we do.
Yeah.
And we're looking to get some new clients like you, and we already have Loria, and more people in the theater, because we love doing the theater shows too, because it's a lot of fun.
It is. It's the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it
were
is.
on set with Mi Familia and Familia 2. It's the Mafia movie.
Yeah.
If you want to see it, it's on Amazon.
Okay.
We know them very well now. We did their red carpet, so
Yeah.
we had a lot of fun with
Yeah.
that. Greg was
Yeah.
fantastic at that.
Yeah. And McLean Avenue is on YouTube, I think.
Okay,
If you type in McLean Avenue.
McLean Avenue.
McLean
That's another
Avenue.
one of
yeah,
your things.
that's Mike's as well. Me and Mike. That's the same characters in McLean Avenue. but
Okay,
If
very
you want
good.
to see that.
All right, on that note, it's a wrap.
Thank you.